Chinese civilization, refined over 5,000 years, is one of the world's oldest civilizations and the only one that has survived without extinction. For the majority of its history, China has been at the forefront of the world. Despite experiencing invasions and even periods of foreign rule, its language and culture have never vanished. Instead, they have assimilated foreign cultures, resulting in a more diverse and open cultural heritage. Even in the past century, when China missed out on the Industrial Revolution and went through periods of aggression and internal conflicts, it faced poverty. However, relying on its remarkable ideas and cultural heritage ingrained in its genes, China rapidly adjusted and rose within the past 20 years, becoming one of the most powerful countries in the world. Chinese culture and wisdom undoubtedly embody vastness, grandeur, and a sense of mystery and wonder. It is like a great melting pot, constantly assimilating foreign ideas, discarding the false and retain the true, and evolving itself. Over the course of these 5,000 long years, numerous military strategists, politicians, thinkers, and philosophers have emerged, leaving behind countless cultural treasures. Today, let us together delve into the mysterious wisdom of the East through surviving fables, allegories, and historical allusions. Studying ancient Eastern wisdom helps unlock the door to thinking, broaden horizons, and add another dimension to problem solving. It allows us to apply different wisdoms in handling various relationships and situations in reality. By combining the wisdom of the East and the West, one can excel in strategic planning and surpass others. In the long river of ancient Chinese history, numerous legendary events took place, and the great battle between the Yellow Emperor and Chiyou stands out as one of the most famous and mysterious episodes. The conflict between the Yellow Emperor and Chiyou was a significant battle among tribal communities during the era of primitive communes in China. It epitomized the courageous struggle of the ancient Chinese people, showcasing their bravery, wisdom, unity, and cultural heritage. According to historical records, over 3,000 years ago, in the Ji River Basin in the northwest of China, there was a tribal leader named Huang Emperor, also called the Yellow Emperor. Leading his tribe, the Yellow Emperor moved to the central plains of the Yellow River Basin. The climate was moderate, and the resources were abundant in this region. As a result, the tribe settled in Zhou and began developing agriculture and animal husbandry. With effective governance, territorial expansion, favorable natural conditions, and the hard work of its members, the tribe's influence under the Yellow Emperor's leadership grew stronger. Around the same time, the Yan Emperor tribe, residing in the Jiang River Basin, also began expanding into the Yellow River Basin. The Yan Emperor, said to be a descendant of the Shan Hai lineage and associated with the Lei Mountain stone chamber due to his dwelling there, was also known as the Lei Mountain tribe. In fact, the Yan Emperor tribe had started developing in the Central Plains long before this. Although skilled in agriculture, they were not adept at warfare. Meanwhile, the Chiyou tribe, led by Chiyou himself, inhabited the Central Plains. This tribe later became the ancestors of the Eastern people. Despite their nomadic lifestyle, they were known for their rough and bold nature and formidable combat skills, which gave them considerable power. They often clashed with the Yan Emperor tribe over land and wealth. Legend has it that the chieftain Chiyou was impervious to blades and spears, possessed unmatched strength, and appeared as a creature with a bull's head. He wielded a bronze halberd and iron whip, had the power to summon winds and rain, eat iron and swallow sand, and was skilled in limitless sorcery. Ancient texts like the Records of Strange Matters described Chiyou as having a body like iron and stone, a human form with bull's hooves, 4 eyes and 6 hands, ears and temples like swords and halberds, and a head with horns. Leading the Chiyou tribe, he rampaged and wreaked havoc across the land of Xia, causing fear and terror among the innocent. After the defeat of the Yan Emperor tribe by the Chiyou tribe, the Yan Emperor led his people eastward along the Yellow River. There, they encountered the Yellow Emperor's tribe, leading to conflicts. The Yan Emperor was defeated once again by the Yellow Emperor, who then integrated the Yan Emperor's tribe with his own. The amalgamation of the Yellow Emperor's and Yan Emperor's tribes formed the backbone of the future Chinese nation, the Xia tribe. This is why later generations of Chinese people often referred to themselves as descendants of Yan and Huang, Yellow Emperor, signifying the unification of these two tribes. After the merger of the two tribes, the Yan Emperor's tribe leveraged their advanced agricultural techniques to aid the economic development of the Yellow Emperor's tribe. The Yellow Emperor's tribe continued to assimilate smaller tribes, gradually becoming the most powerful force in the Central Plains. By this time, the Chiyou tribe had evolved into a confederation of 81 brotherly tribes, each possessing remarkable abilities. They had mastered the art of smelting copper and excelled in crafting weapons like knives, bows, and spears. Their influence grew stronger and stronger. Seeing the abundant resources and stability of the Central Plains under the rule of the Yellow Emperor, Chiyou would intermittently harass the Yellow Emperor's tribe, attempting to seize more resources. Of course, the Yellow Emperor, unlike the Yan Emperor, wasn't solely focused on agriculture and neglected defense. While uniting and absorbing other tribes, he rapidly bolstered his military strength. However, despite these efforts, his tribe suffered repeated defeats against the fierce and skilled Chiyou tribe, who were exceptionally adept at combat, armed with weaponry, donned in armor, and fiercely battle-ready. The Yellow Emperor's tribe was pushed back to their stronghold, Zhou. Historical texts recount that the joint forces of the Yellow Emperor and the Yan Emperor were described as 9 battles, 9 defeats, and 3 years without capturing the city. Chiyou led a formidable demonic army with exceptional combat power and tactics, but the various heroic individuals within the Yellow Emperor's army were also exceptional fighters. They showcased their individual strengths while cooperating with each other, preventing Chiyou's forces from conquering the Yellow Emperor's final bastion. If even this last stronghold were to fall into enemy hands, resurgence would likely become an arduous task. Therefore, the Yellow Emperor had no choice but to implore the assistance of the divine celestial being, the 9 Heavens' mysterious lady. He also called upon various tribal branches for urgent support, preparing for the ultimate showdown with Chiyou at Zhou. This historic event is famously known as the Battle of Zhou. As the decisive battle began, the cries of Chiyou's army shook the heavens as they launched an assault against the Yellow Emperor's tribe. The Yellow Emperor dispatched his capable general, Yinglong, a winged dragon. Soaring into the sky, Yinglong sucked up water from rivers and lakes, unleashing massive waves onto Chiyou's forces. Yinglong then engaged in a fierce battle with the giant Kwa Fu, who had come to aid Chiyou. Yinglong defeated Kwa Fu, who had once pursued the sun. At this point, Chiyou swiftly dispatched the 4 beast generals, Tiger, Leopard, Bear, and Panther, to face off against Yinglong. Additionally, Chiyou enlisted the assistance of Feng Bo and Yu Shi, mythological wind and rain deities, conjuring raging storms and lightning. This placed the Yellow Emperor's forces at a disadvantage. At this critical moment, the 9 Heavens' mysterious lady appeared. She dispersed the dark clouds, calmed the wind and rain, and brightened the sky. Encouraged by this, the Yellow Emperor personally led his forces into a fierce counterattack. With indomitable willpower and exceptional courage, his warriors gradually gained the upper hand. Chiyou, however, remained undaunted. Transforming into a giant, he fought valiantly, launching ferocious assaults against the Yellow Emperor's army. Chiyou's soldiers, armored in impenetrable gear, proved formidable opponents. The Yellow Emperor, in response, released a group of trained beasts, fearsome creatures with imposing statures, which roared and charged toward Chiyou's forces. Due to the sunlight's reflection on Chiyou's soldiers' armor, momentarily blinded the beasts, enraging them. The beasts swiftly attacked the armored soldiers in retaliation. Seeing the horde of beasts charging towards them, the soldiers of Chiyou fled in panic. The Yellow Emperor ordered a pursuit of the fleeing enemy. Chiyou intentionally led the Yellow Emperor's forces into a southern terrain filled with poisonous fog, quickly surrounding and disorienting them. Fortunately, the Yellow Emperor had previously noticed that the North Star in the sky always pointed north. He used this principle to create a compass, guiding his soldiers out of the mist. Soon, the Yellow Emperor's army gained unstoppable momentum, decisively defeating the 81 branches of Chiyou's tribe and capturing Chiyou himself. He was put in chains and eventually executed. Fearing Chiyou might cause further disturbances even after death, the Yellow Emperor dismembered him. His head and body were buried in distant locations. It's said that where Chiyou's chains were discarded on a desolate mountain, a maple forest grew, and every crimson leaf bore his bloody marks. Even though Chiyou was gone, the Yellow Emperor often recalled his bravery with lingering apprehension. He frequently offered sacrifices to him, honoring Chiyou as the Lord of War, and depicting his image on military flags. In subsequent military campaigns, flags with Chiyou's image were used, symbolizing invincibility on the battlefield. The depiction of the battle between the Yellow Emperor and Chiyou is primarily sourced from the ancient text Shan Hai Jing. Even celestial beings, fierce beasts, and various weather phenomena participated in the conflict, giving us a glimpse into the intense and prolonged nature of Chiyou's struggle. The Battle of Zhou Lu had a profound impact, leaving a lasting imprint in the memories of the ancient ancestors of the Chinese nation. It represents a war of survival and dominance among clans or tribal alliances. This battle came to be known as the Yellow Emperor's Battle against Chiyou. It not only quelled the threat posed by the demonic tribe to humans but also solidified the Yellow Emperor's rule, ushering human society into a new era of development. In my upcoming episode, I'll provide a simplified overview of the relationships and historical development of the mythological figures I've mentioned before, including some of the characters in this episode. This will offer a basic understanding of the seemingly real yet mythical history of ancient China. Stay tuned for more, and thank you for your continued interest. Don't miss out on this potentially life-changing opportunity. If you want to gain more insightful wisdom, go ahead and tap that like button, subscribe to our channel, and help us keep producing high-quality content. And don't forget to click the bell icon below the video, so you'll be the first to receive our latest updates and never miss a chance to enhance yourself.